Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all well. Hi, Lynn. How you going? Lovely to see you here. My name's Suzie, and I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. So if you have any needs like paper, stamps, dies, glue, anything, I can help you out as long as you're not already with the demonstrator. So all my information is down below in the more box. You'll find my email, my phone number, and my Stampin' Up website. Zeus is asleep on his chair up here. I might have to bring him down when I sort that part of the garage out so that you can see him. Thank you, Lynn. It's lovely to see you too. Hope all's going well with you. So it's good. That's good. So, Marlene, how are you going? Welcome. So if we have a couple of more people on, Marlene sent me a link to sort out this 50% stuff. So if we get a couple more on, I'll go through it and explain it. I have put the link on my business page for Patty Bennett. She was the one that explained it. Marlene found it, so it was really good to get someone who knows. It's been here a long time. I think she's been doing Stampin' Up for about 30 years. So in the States, there's some Stampin' Up demonstrators that have been doing it for a very long time. Anyway, she rang Stampin' Up. Hi, Sue. How you going? Lovely to see you. Patty Bennett rang Stampin' Up and got all the info on it, and then she did a video on it. So that video is on my webpage, my business one. So you can always go on there and look at it. I'll sort of tell you what happened with me was I had an order sitting in my basket that I wanted to get. So I wanted to see what the new products were that we could pre-order. So in the online exclusive, there's a couple of new products there. So I went and had a look at that. Anyway, I added them to my cart, and I already had one other suit because I like to buy the sweet suit of it so that I've got everything. Sometimes I buy just the bundle, but mainly I like to buy the suite. So I went to my basket, and I'll explain this as easy as I can. I had some gems in my basket, and I had blender pens and other inks. Also had what else did I have? I had inks. I had alcohol ones as well, and I had some ink refills because I wanted the new cloud cover. So when I went and had a look, and I added 2 more sweets to my cart from on the online exclusives. The 50% off, had gone to my gems. So it takes the lowest price of what you've got in your basket. So that's why you can add, if you ribbons and stuff like that, it'll always go to the lowest price. So I had three sweets in my car and the gems. So it went to the gems with 50% off. So I deleted the gems. And because it doesn't affect the inks or the alcohol markers or anything like that, it took the 50% off my lowest suite. So I don't know whether that explains it any better than we were going on about it yesterday. Hi, Deb, how you going? I hope you're feeling a bit better, love. So it's just explaining this 50% off, Deb. Is she gone? So I hope that explains it. There you are, Deb. A bit better. I'll just go through it a little bit with Deb so that she knows too. There is a link for Paddy Bennett on my webpage, on my business page. She explains it really well. It is confusing. Feeling better tonight, that's good. That's good. So I don't know how to explain it any better. So I had a suite, some gems and inks in my car to go. Online exclusives came out, so I went and put another 2 suites in my cart. So because I had gems in my cart, it took the 50% off the gems because they were part of a suite. Didn't take it off the inks, it didn't take it off the alcohol markers, and it didn't take it off the ink refills. So it went to the gems because they were part of a suite. It took the lowest price, so it took it from the gems and gave me 50% off the gems. So I took the gems out, and then it took it from the suite, the lowest price. So if you do an order and you add anything to do with a suite, it will, if they're separate, you can put them in separate like I did with the gems, it will take it from the lowest price. I hope that sort of helps a bit. Just watch your car when you put your things in. Watch your car to see where the lowest price goes. If it goes to your gems, then delete it and have it off the suite. So, yeah, just take care and look at it when you're putting in an order. And as I say, Paddy Bennett is on my business page. Marlene sent it to me yesterday. It is yes, DSP too. If it's in the suite, that would be the lowest price item. So if you've got the suite in your cart and put paper in it from another suite, it will go to the lowest price. So have a look at that video of Paddy Bennett, and she explains it really well because she rang Stampin' Up and she got all the information. So yeah, if you've got any questions, let me know. I'll try and work it out, but just watch that video on my business page. All right, enough. I've babbled on about that for enough. Yes, we're all glad to hear that Deb's feeling better. It must be so, I mean, it's bad enough when you're ill, like with a cold or something. So, yeah. But good, you're on the mend, Deb, and you're feeling better. That's great. Now, let's go down to the crafting desk. No more babbling on. Okay. Oops, so I've just dropped them all on the floor, haven't I? So for my throwback Thursday this week, I chose winterly treetops. So this is actually on the last chance list. So if you want to get it, you'll need to get it quick, because once they go, they go. You won't be able to get them anymore. So I loved this when it came out. It was gorgeous. You could do so many things with it, and it had lovely sentiments on it too. So we're going to have a play with it this morning. And while I was waiting for you to come on, I did some colouring in. And I did the colouring in the same way as I did it the other day. So I was using my blender pen, and then I used the Stampin' Right markers. So I've used Cherry Cobbler, Real Red, Pecan Pie, which is nearly out of ink, I think, and I've hardly used it, Shaded Spruce, and Granny Apple Green. So I use those. I know I hardly used it as well, Zeb. It's amazing, you know, you go in and you look at it, and it looks brand new. But I think I can see these I haven't even used, and you can see these are darker. So I've used these three. I've taken out what we're going to use this morning. So it's another one that I probably won't get rid of. I'll keep it. So yeah, so I did that. So I did that while I was waiting for the time to go down. Now, I need your help. I'm using this, not sure, I think it's pecan pie, or it might be pumpkin pie. So I want to use that, and I want a matte. Actually, I want two mattes. Which do you think makes that colour pop the most? I tend to like the lighter green, but just thinking what's your choice of it, because we're going to have two mattes. So we're going to have this, and then we're going to have a matte on top of it, and then I'm going to use this die to cut out another matte. So which one do you think will go, that we'll go with? Any ideas? Now, just to let you know, You like the light green? That's the one I like too, Lynn. On the 21st, my sister will be here in the late afternoon. They fly in. So either Sunday or Monday, we will do a live together. Oh, that does it. So light green, which was my preference. So we've got a card base. And my card bases, unless I'm doing something special, are always the same. So they are 5 3/4 by 8 inches and folded at 4. So I'm glad everybody liked that. So then we've got to pick a colour to put on the light green. So while I get the trimmer, what do you think? I'm making you work today, aren't I? Yes, I like the light green. So we've got our light green will be on there. And then we want a colour to go on the top to cut out our frame. I like the darker blue, but let me know what you think, whether the dark green or the lighter blue. Tell me what you think. Just saying, Sue, this is the mat for the card. So I want a colour that makes this pop. I think the dark blue. Hi, sis, how you going? I was just talking about you, telling them you were coming. Basic beige. Hi, Donna. How you going? Basic beige would be another one. I like the darker blue as well. Oh. I don't know whether I've got a basic beige. That's crumb cake. I'll get a basic beige too to see what we think. Dark blue, yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah. I got nowhere to put anything. I tidied up last night, believe it or not, because, as you know, I couldn't find. That's okay, Donna. Glad you dropped in. So I couldn't find my bone folder, could I? And it had slid underneath the glass mat. So I was cleaning everything up to find it. And so I want my first layer at 3 3/4. and 5.5. I was just saying, Jill, that you were coming up, and we would do a live together. So I've dobbed you in. That was just short. I did that 3 3/4, didn't I? No, I did it 3.5. So we'll get another piece. Don't mind me, I'm in my track pants and my woolly top. It was cold this morning. Yep. So 3 3/4 we want. And 5.5. That's right, yes. So before I go today, remind me to show you what I did last night. So that's that. And we want, I'll do it the same size. I'll do it the same size and it'll cut it out, hopefully. So we want 5.5 by 3 3/4. And that will put those out of the way. That will cut out. That one. So we'll put that on there. I might put a bit of tape on it because on this big one, they Paul Ambridge is actually my sister Jill. She's logged in on her husband's it don't give you much room on here, does it, to now I'm going to cut these in half, I think. I don't know where the week's gone. It's just getting ridiculous. I was talking to Jill last night or yesterday afternoon and told her I've got some things for her to take back. So that will give me a bit more room here. And we'll put this one underneath there. Now, once again, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Yes, time flies when you're having fun. And this is always fun. The day it gets to stop being fun, then I'll pack it all in. It's good having the big ones because I can cut more than one thing at a time. So I've still got the other two, but if you do a card class, it's nice to be able to put several pieces on. So we've got that. I've got so much sticky stuff here. And I love this. Let's get rid of this. I love the way it cuts out. And get a bit of room so we can see it. Yes, Deborah, it's not that Paul, it's my brother-in-law, Paul. She's logged in on her husband's account. Then you got to get this out. So just be gentle with it. And you can put this either way. Just be careful. It's quite delicate, so you could use that piece if you wanted for something. It gives you a different shape. Yes, I'm loving mine, Donna, especially because I have arthritis in my hands. Not too bad at the moment, but it'll only get worse. Just those things you get when you're getting older. So we've got that one. It's get rid of that. I loved this when it came out. And yet I think I only used it once or twice. Funny, isn't it? You buy it because you see it and you go, oh, I'll have to have that. And then you don't use it. All right, let's put part of this together. So yesterday, after tidying up and looking for my bone folder, I had an idea. Bye, Deborah. Are you driving? Oh, dear. No, you can't chat and drive. So I'll put those away. You know, I keep seeing these and I think, no, I'm not getting rid of that. So I'm going to end up keeping all my they are easy to use, Lynn. I love mine and I haven't had it for very long. So we're going to put our blue on here. Okay. Take care, Deb. Now I had this working before. So you leave it and it dries up. Why do I have to get rid of the stamps? Because we can't use them on videos. Once they've gone. So that's why we've got this one, which is Flashback Thursday. Now I had to, this was working. There we go. It's just a bit slow. So we're going to put our I've already worked out what we're going to make, Jill. You showed it me yesterday afternoon. Okay, so we put that around the edges. I'll bring it down a bit. Your fingers move. I'm not telling you. I'll tell you when you get here. Keep you wondering. If I tell everybody what we're going to do, it won't be a surprise, will it? Eh? Now, what I'm going to do with these is I am going to cut a white shape from Spotlight on Nature. And I think I'll use that big one. Five years you've had yours, Donna. Wow. No, because I'll print out a form for you, Jill. So, we want some white. I don't think I've got a white piece big enough. I think I'll have to get another piece. Oh, yes, we'll just get it out of that. How's that? This one's got folds on it where I messed it up. No, everything is perfect. No, no. You probably have it written in your book anyway, Jill. So we're going to take how many? We've got our first and second plate on there. I'm going to put that on. I bang mine on the edge of the table. It usually gets all the bits out. You might get one or two that you still have to get out. You're actually better off getting them before you put it away. So there was only a couple of little bits there. I'll clean that. This plate, I think I'm going to have to get another one. It looks pretty used, doesn't it? Put that back. Actually, I should have brought the big one down and just done it. So I'm going to take my exposed brick folder, embossing folder, and I'm going to put it in here. So I think I'll put it over there. Okay, and it's 3D, so I need my grey plate. So then I need to take these off and I have my base plate, my folder and my grey one, and put that through. Now remember, with your embossing folders, you only want it to go one way. Don't bring it back through because you will wreck your folder. So I keep my grey plate next to me so that I've got it at any time. So that's what we've got. Okay. This I'm going to put at the bottom there. So either that or I could put it in the middle. Which way do you think? Middle or bottom? And we're going to put our little birdies on there. I was going to put this on here, but I don't know, it might be a bit too much. So I think this is going to be a bit too much if I use this. Middle. Anybody else? Middle, bottom? Not too much? You like the foliage, it grounds the birds. Yeah. Oh, I paid a lot more than that for mine, Lynn. I got mine through Spotlight. I don't know what, Donna. So, middle and the foliage. That's good. Get rid of that. Before Donna goes, because I think she said she was only staying till 11:30. So I'll show you what I did last night. So I'm meeting all the girls, middle too, for lunch. at Marilyn's on the 4th of July. So I thought it'd be really nice to give them some cards. I gave them some at Christmas time. And I spoke to Marilyn the other day and I asked her about it. No, it's whatever colour I feel like. I don't match my... I'd have to change it every day if I matched it. So anyway, so I made this one first. And this is too small for our standard card. So I then made the next one up, which will fit with a little bit of room. And if you put half a... Hi, Tanya, how you doing? So this size, these were just my prototypes, if you like, or whatever. That size fit our standard card. So then I had the idea of covering it. So I did. So now I'm going to put some stuff on the top of it to make it look pretty. And I can use a lot of spare paper with this. At the moment, I think I use Cajun Cray and wild wheat. So I'm quite happy with the way that turned out. So that's my, I need to do 7 of them. Well, that's what I think anyway. Could be more, could be less. So we're going to pop this up. They're good. I'll be able to give you the pattern, Jill. Oh, okay, the one she saw wasn't electric. So I think I'll put it that way. You could, if you want, put sponging on that, and I'm just thinking of a brick colour. What would be a brick colour? Early espresso? Pebble Path. I think this one's gone too, hasn't it? Pebble Path. It was one of my favourites. All my sponge daubers and not very tidy, is it? I don't think I've got one with oh yeah, that one looks all right. So don't tell anybody. This is out of date. But then again, that's what we're doing, aren't we? I just want to and so I can pick that colour up from my mat. So I only want a bit. I don't want it too dark. Let's get a cloth and wipe this off before we get it on our card. Dry it. Okie dokie. So I'm going to put the birds about there, and then I'll put our greenery up there. Cajun crows, yeah, that would have done too, wouldn't it? Probably would have brightened it up a bit, wouldn't it, Cajun crows? I could add it on there. So we're going to put our birdies on, our little birdies. I'm meeting Kim today. She's not on. I think she said she had something to do. So I'll put those there. Then we'll pop our reef up. Coming off before I even get to pull them off. Then I'm going to put that, so it's just over the top of our circle. Now we've got all that on there. I don't feel that we should be putting a sentiment on there because we've really got no room to put a sentiment, have we? So I think our sentiment will go inside. So I think a friend like you brings me happiness. I think that's a nice one. You could have sending thanks and much love, but if you, depending on who you want to send it to, is who you put your sentiment. Let's put our card on our front mat onto our base. Won't be long and we're starting Christmas cards again. Don't know where this year's gone. I don't have many Christmas cards, so. How's Sasha going, Tanya? Thank you, Donna. All right, see you, Donna. You have a lovely day. Enjoy. So we've got that. And now we want something for the inside. So I'm going to use a piece of white. That one's the one that's got so I might put I don't know whether I've got the size. Oh, that one will go in. It's a little bit of a white border, but that doesn't matter. So we'll have to Tanya, you weren't here early when I explained about that 50% off. Oh, that's good news that she's good. Fabulous. So just quickly, there is a video on my business webpage that will give you all the answers. So basically, say I had 2 sweets in, which I did last night, and I had some gems. It took the 50% off the gems. So what do I want? 5.5 by 3 3/4. So 5.5. I might have to trim this down. So I took the gems out of my cart, 3 3/4. And then it took the 50% off the lower priced sweet. So have a look at that. She explains it really well. So just have a look at it. I'm going to get some more green. I might get it out of this piece. Now, that you can go to the beginning of this video too. It's not that I want. And I've put it in. I've said about it early on. So I want 5.5. It's a little bit of a you just got to watch what you put in your cards. Because it will take the lower price. Marlene sent me the link to Patty's video, and it really made sense. I actually need to take some of that. Yeah, I've got no nails. Cut my nails. So we're going to put our sentiment on here. And friends like you bring me happiness. I think that's a nice one. It'll only just fit. Look at that. And then I want the birdie. Another birdie. So let's do the stamping. We'll put that on a long one. So I use my grid to line this up. Stop sticking to my fingers. And then I know it's roughly okay. What shall we okay, Jill, see you soon. Hugs, big hugs. I'll see you when you get here, when I pick you up at the airport. Now, what colour are we going to use, do you think? I don't really want to use a green. How about a secret sea? Yes, Tanya, it's on my business page. Otherwise, I can probably send it you on Messenger if you can't get on there. I was thinking secret seat. See you, Jill. This secret seat's gorgeous. I love it. That's a really long stamp, isn't it? I'm looking at that card and I think maybe it's my eyes. And I'm going to stamp our bird. And I'm going to stamp him in the corner here. Yeah, I know it's really weird. So I had some gems in my car and I added two sweets to my order, and it took the 50% off my gems and not off the sweets. So I'm going to quickly cover this. Oh, this is dark, isn't it? So I took the gems out, then it took the 50% off the lower price sweet. So you have to watch your cart. It doesn't take 50% off any alcohol markers or inks. Or ink refills. So you can add them to your cart without it taking that off. Oh, haven't finished that, have I? And do that bit of a branch. That's better coverage, isn't it? Did that bit of a branch. Oh, can't forget the beak. All right, we'll put it on our mat. I mean, it doesn't have to be Christmas to use this set. It can, mine came up in red. So we'll put this on here. Yes, that happiness is a bit a bit wonky. So if you've got any gems in or papers, anything that belongs to a suite, which is separate, it will take the lower price item. There we go. I like it when you put an extra colouring. It just gives it that bit extra. And you know I don't do straight very well. I'm not really liking that. Maybe Cajun Crow would have been better. So we want some gems. I got some crystal gems here. Are you doing it on a phone, Tanya, or a tablet? By any chance? Because it might show up differently if you are. So I'm going to take these little red ones I've got, and I'm going to use them as the eyes on the birds. They're only a little one. So how's that? So I get some Winker Stella. No, your laptop. Well, that's the same. I did mine on my computer, but I use Apple. So I don't know if you're not Apple, if it's a Windows, I don't know whether it will be different or not the way it shows. But I have a look at Patty's explanation. Mine actually came up in red. Okay. Now we'll spritz it. I think it's nearly empty. Mine just no wonder the way I use it. Put it on everything. Can never have too much glitter or shine. Okay. So that's our card for today. So it's a MacBook. This is a MacBook I'm on now. So it should be the same as my big computer. So there we go. Our card from the past. I know. Same, Lynn. I think I used it maybe once, twice if I was lucky. Yeah, but now it's on the last chance list. So if anybody needs it, yeah, Christmas, because the I'm assuming these would be cardinal, isn't it? All red at Christmas, the cardinal birds and the wreath. And I think I made some Christmas cards out of it. So it doesn't have to be Christmas, but I think it's thank you, Sue. But you could use it for Christmas as well. And don't forget you can use the other part that came out. So this part could also be used on a card. So keep that. All right, we'll come back up the top. Okay. I have I don't know, Sue, whether it was. It's on the last chance list, so you won't be able to buy it once it's gone. but it could have been on Creative Now. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it, so yeah. Yes, that's true. You could use it for a blender. Tanya says, put it on and go over it with one of your brushes would work. So I want to thank you all very much once again for coming and joining me and the chat. It's always nice to see the chat because you girls help each other out, which is good. And you help me out making the card, which is good as well. Sometimes you might be stuck of what colour makes it pop. So like the beginning of this, and I had about 4 different colours that I couldn't make my mind up which one made it pop the most. So even though we've only got bits of it showing through, it still makes it pop. So thank you. If you like my content, can you please give me a like, share the video if you have crafty friends that that might like it, and also if you can ring the notification bell. See you soon, so that you'll know when I'm coming on. It'll be 10:30 Queensland time. Unless I let you know the day before, it'd be anything different. So, and probably Monday at 10:30 is when I'll have my sister on with me when she comes up. Or I might decide to, I've got a piece of hair that's annoying me. Or I might decide to just come on Sunday and do a special one. Okay, have an awesome day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow because we've got Fun Fold Friday. So I'm now going to go and look. Oh, that's really annoying me. I'll go and look for a fun fold to do. You're welcome. Resurrect that stamp set. Okay, what did Alicia have? Was that on the 50% off, Tanya? Okay, have a great day. Enjoy the day, and hopefully